Peace, family. It's a sad day. Earlier today, news broke that Michigan State University head coach Mel Tucker was suspended from his position, and pending internal investigation, they're going to determine whether or not he's going to be removed permanently from his position. He just signed a 10-year, $100-something million contract 2 years ago, and now he's accused of sexually harassing this woman named Brenda Tracy. And through the investigation, they was asking him certain questions, and he admitted to doing some things that's unscrupulous and inconsistent to the Mel Tucker that I know and that everybody else knew. He said that he pleasured himself while he was on the phone with this woman. Brenda Tracy is an advocate for sexual harassment, sexual assault. Her claim to fame is she was supposedly raped by several football players back in 1998. And ever since then, she's been doing tours throughout the country, going from university to university, talking about sexual assault, sexual harassment, things of that nature. This has become her life's work. They also said this is how her and Mel Tucker come in contact. Now, I know it's not politically correct to blame the victim, but this is exactly what I'm going to do, because I don't like the consistency of this story. I don't like how Mel Tucker is being made to be some type of pariah, some type of monster. I don't like the inconsistencies associated with Brenda Tracy that people are ignoring and minimizing just to make Mel Tucker look more aggressive and than he is. Mel Tucker is a married man. During the investigation, they found that Mel Tucker and this white woman, Brenda Tracy, had like 27 different conversations over the last almost 2 years. They done shared pictures and text messages between the two. She was claiming that he wanted to be more than friends, and she wanted him to just be friends. Now, I understand how Mel Tucker is deleting text messages. Like I said, he has a wife. I want somebody to explain to me why Brenda Tracy also has deleted text messages. What is your reason? Here you say that you were raped several years ago, well, 20-something years ago, by 4 different black men. And now here you are now today in another entanglement with another black man, but he's a head football coach. And now you're deleting text messages between the two. This is your evidence. Why on earth would you be doing this? Like I said, he's a married man. She's not. Why were you trying to convince Mel Tucker to stay friends? And because if you're an advocate for sexual assault and you're supposed, why you want to be friends with a football coach that has a wife? I believe the reason why she want to be friends with Mel Tucker is because Mel Tucker's been giving her money. Now, while they've been investigating phone records to see how long they've been talking, what they've been talking about, text messages and pictures that they've been sending back and forth, I also want you to do some bank records. I want you to check the bank records. I want you to check the Cash App, the PayPal, the Zelle. I want to see if this woman received a dime from Mel Tucker over the last 2 years. Because, see, she's trying to make it seem like Mel Tucker is just constantly pressuring her for almost 2 years to be more than friends. I think she's been receiving financial benefit from Mel Tucker. And Mel Tucker saying, okay, nah, I'm speculating. I've been giving this woman money for X amount of time, and I ain't got nothing. So now I'm gonna push the issue. I'm gonna push the issue now. And now you're saying that at this point you're saying you just want to be friends. Now see, and then now they're talking about the morality of Mel Tucker. He's a married man. He's cheating on his wife and blah blah this and blah blah that. He doesn't qualify to be head football coach at Michigan State University. Then you got these slaves on 97.1 The Ticket. Brian Chapman and Rico Beard. Two black guys. Oh, Mel Tucker he can't be the head coach of Michigan State University. He can't do what he did is irrepressible. He just, the fact, if Mel Tucker admitted to pleasuring himself talking to a grown woman, and the police said it's not illegal, it's not illegal. But if what he did is not illegal, how does Michigan State justify taking $80-something million from this man for this same act? If anything is illegal, that should be. Now this man got to go home and tell his wife, not only did he lose his job, but he done lost the remaining $80 million off of it. And now here you got Brian Chapman on 97.1 The Ticket talking about some, and if his wife divorced him, she gonna take half of the money that they got through the marriage. So this man having to go back and tell his wife that he not only did he cheat, but he lost $80 million off the end of this deal. That ain't good enough for these slaves on this show. Like I said, these Negroes up in Detroit is a trip. Now you hoping that this man's wife leave and take the rest of half his money. I want to know what this woman was on the phone with this married man for. If she claimed that she's an advocate, she's an authority on sexual assault, how did you get in a position to be on the phone trying to negotiate what type of friends you and the married man should be having? I want to know what you've been talking to other coaches and what color, what race has they been. I also called the show and I asked these questions, but right before I got on the program, a woman was saying that, when a woman get raped in the manner that she described, her brain is rewired. And now this makes her vulnerable to people like Mel Tucker. She claimed to be some type of psychologist. So now what you're saying is now this woman is mentally ill, she's mentally impaired. And now Mel Tucker has taken advantage of her through her vulnerability. How? When somebody pay you to tour, when somebody pay you to speak, when somebody pay you to advocate for whatever cause that you're doing, you're an authority. You don't get to pass the baton to somebody else when you're the authority. You call the police, you call the firefighter, you call whoever you call when you can't handle the situation yourself. You let the authority take it from there. If I'm baking a cake and this sucker ain't coming out right, and I call the Betty Crocker hotline on the back, I can't dismiss the information that this person is telling me because now I done just gave up my responsibility to I can't solve this problem. So now I'm going to the authority at Betty Crocker to do it. This woman was an authority. Don't sit up here now and tell me now that you're weak and you're vulnerable and you've been taking these people money for the last 20-some years, talking like you know what you're talking about, and you really don't. And like I said, these people sit up here talking about the morality of Mel Tucker is unworthy to be a head football coach, but the morality of Donald Trump makes he's still qualified to be president of the United States. This is ridiculous.